Stop allowing people to dictate your emotions. Stop allowing people to control your feelings. Stop allowing people to dictate how you feel. Stop allowing people to come into your life, especially that got no emotion. They ain't got no idea of what your life is about. Because if you allow people to control your emotions, then they can control you. I see it all the time with people asking, other people for advice on different topics, on different things. And all the time that we try to, we ask anybody for advice. But a lot of the times, these same people who giving us advice need to take that same advice. Like, there's a lot of hypocrites. There's a lot of people who don't take their own advice. But off of that, at the same time that we want to, we want to keep our emotions in check. A lot of people can't do that. And I'll even say this from the society of men, right? So men, we typically don't show as much emotion, but at times we can often gravitate towards, especially if it has something to do relationship-wise, we always want to try to gravitate towards our emotions on how to deal with certain trauma, certain situations that we go through. And then it makes us look stupid on the back end because where's your masculinity at, right? That's what, that's what the girls would say. And all the time we don't see the fact that we can't allow people to control us, right? So I remember one day, it was actually one of my boys, I ain't gonna say his name, but one of my boys, he was asking me, about girl advice and stuff with his girlfriend and all this stuff and the situation they were going through, her cheating and all this stuff. But see, he didn't want to feed into his emotions, but emotionally it was tearing him apart. And that's the thing we have to recognize overall as a people, that feelings come and go, emotions come and go. We can't allow people to dictate them. We can't allow people to control us. I don't care what you're going through, because we're going to go through trials. We're going to go through suffering. We're going to go through difficult things. But we have to know how to control our emotions, because our emotions can dictate our actions that we may regret. And the worst thing you can do is do something you regret. And I know we have a bunch of regrets. If you've lived long enough, you have regrets. And so how you can not allow people to dictate your emotions is whenever you're in a situation, try to take a breath, breathe in and out however many times, try to calm yourself. Do things that's gonna calm your emotional, mental status, because if you can do that, then no one can stop you. No one can affect you. No one can control your feelings. Somebody can be talking the most craziness about you in a group chat. Your loyal friend could be talking crazy in a group chat behind your back, or talking to people behind your back in public. And as long as you chilling and you smiling, you good. Now, it may not be good because that's supposed to be your real bud and that's supposed to be your boy. But at the same time, you got to know how to control yourself. You got to know how to control this. I'm telling you, I've said it in many of my videos, controlling your mental and changing this affects your entire life. I'm telling you. And this is the thing. We can change that, and we get to control that. We control our emotions, not other people. So it's like when somebody commits a crime and they're like, oh man, like they may not have an actual psychological issue, but they're the ones that did what they did. They committed what they did, and so they got to pay for what they did, because emotionally they fed off all their emotions. I be reading all on the news how, dudes get emotional over a girl. Like, bro, you know how many girls are in the world? Like, there's millions of girls in the world that will treat you better, that will do you better. So I don't get why you so fed up over it. But anyway, besides the point, you get to control your emotions. You must control your emotions. It's a must. It's not a want. It's a must. Like I keep saying, once you know how to control and meditate, and once you know how to control your emotions, no one can get you off your block. No one can get you off of where you stand. No one can get you out of how you are and who you are. No one can get you out of that. That's why it's so powerful whenever you meditate. Whenever you go and meditate, you watch a video, notice how calm people are, and notice how just the simplest of movements and breathing techniques can really change your emotional status. It can relieve stress. It can relieve, it doesn't relieve your issues, but it relieves your emotions. It calms your emotions. It takes all that anger out of your mind, and it casts it away. And so what I'm trying to tell y'all is, emotionally, if you can control your emotions, you're powerful. If you can control your emotions and you learn how to do it, you're powerful. You're strong. And I think, especially these days, a lot of people are emotionally driven, and, people don't know how to respond to certain people treating them a certain way just because, oh man, he said this about me. Oh, she said this. She said she ain't like me no more. She said, oh, I don't mess with that boy no more. He did this and that to me. Okay. Know how to keep your emotions and not have to argue. Know how to keep your emotions and not have to turn everything into a battle, into a fist fight, into a argument. Know how to calmly conversate and not use your emotions in it. I ain't saying I ain't saying being nonchalant. I ain't say that. You ain't gotta be nonchalant. What I'm trying to tell you is, learn to control your emotions. And that's something everyone should be trying to work on. Everybody. Because our emotions, like I said, can dictate our actions, and our actions can dictate our life. So, yeah, but that's pretty much it. Hope y'all enjoyed this video.